There's a lot being said about you right now. At work, among your peers, and even in places you don't expect. People talk about how you're the one who reveals the truth. They say you carry a crown and a sword, meaning you've been recognized. And you're not afraid to face anything. That sword represents your ability to cut through lies, deception, and temptations. They see you as someone honest, strong, and not easy to fool, someone who's always on guard. They also say you're patient and steady. You don't rush, but you always get things done. People know you're reliable, strategic, and that you choose your own path, even if it's different from everyone else's. They notice you're free to take risks, and they believe your connection to the divine gives you the courage to do so. What may seem risky to others often brings you rewards. Another thing people say is that you can handle a lot at once, whether it's children, projects, business, or responsibilities. You've proven many times that you can juggle it all. They see you as a hard worker, dedicated and passionate. And finally, the gossip is that you're someone who brings justice. You don't hesitate to put an end to what's unfair, and you're determined to bring balance and truth wherever it's needed. People see you as someone who always follows through. If you say you're going to do something, you get it done, no matter how long it takes or how difficult it is. That reliability makes people view you as a leader. To many, you carry the energy of a king or a queen, someone who could take charge of anything, even a country, because you have that presence of authority and confidence. People believe you're capable of achieving anything you put your mind to. They also sense that you've been through a lot. When they first meet you, they notice your guard. They might not know the details of your story, but they can feel it in your energy. It's like your soul carries the weight of past battles. Those experiences have sharpened your ability to see through lies, to sense danger, and to know who and what can be trusted. Your discernment is one of your strongest gifts, and people respect that about you. What really amazes people, though, is the depth of your wisdom. Many feel that your knowledge doesn't come from ordinary experiences. They say it seems like you're connected to something higher, something beyond this world. Some even believe you're linked to otherworldly beings, as if your soul has access to guidance from dimensions they can't even imagine. They see cat-like qualities in you: strength, sharp instincts, quick reflexes, and independence. These qualities remind them of higher beings associated with growth, development, and the power to create and build. At the same time, others sense in you the compassion, forgiveness, and peaceful energy of beings that represent service to humanity. It's like you balance both sides, the fierce protective nature and the gentle healing spirit. This combination is rare, and it's why people don't fully understand you. They know you're not like everyone else, and that makes them both admire and fear you. People also feel that you carry a kind of mission that goes beyond your personal life. They sense you're here to help release karmic cycles, not only for yourself, but for others as well. Your presence alone feels like it brings justice, closure, and healing in ways that ripple out to many people around you. That's why they often warn themselves and others: don't underestimate you, don't cross you. Because they don't know the full extent of who supports you or what kind of spiritual power surrounds you. In their eyes, you're more than just a person living an ordinary life. You're someone connected to forces and wisdom that go far beyond what most people can comprehend. And whether they explain it through stories of other realms or just through the energy they feel, the truth is the same. People see you as powerful, untouchable, and deeply guided by something far greater than the human eye can see. People are beginning to understand that your presence brings balance, whether it's good karma, dharma, or the return of negative karma to those who deserve it. Institutions, systems, and regimes that have ruled unfairly are being exposed, and your energy plays a role in that. It's as if your very existence shines a light on the truth that others try so hard to bury. When people see you, they feel your leadership energy. With the spirit of the King of Wands, you carry yourself with confidence, vision, and purpose. You're not just moving through life, you're accomplishing things that many thought were impossible. People say it feels like you have the power of God with you. They sense a divine shield around you that makes you untouchable, and this creates both admiration and fear. You spark curiosity because you don't fit into the ordinary box. Your energy is rare, and people want to understand it, even if it unsettles them. It's said that you're deeply aligned with the universe. With your mind and your spiritual sight, you can open doors that don't even exist yet. People imagine your mind like a web of light, filled with sparks of electricity, always receiving knowledge and inspiration. This is why you reveal what others want to hide. Wherever you go, secrets come to the surface. People who thought they could bury the truth can't do it around you, because your presence naturally brings it out. Your eyes, especially, make people uncomfortable. Those who carry guilt, shame, or lies, avoid looking at you directly. They know you can see through them, that you can feel what they're hiding. It's as if your gaze pierces their soul. People whisper that you can sense energy beyond the human level, that you can recognize the influence of darker forces and call them out without even speaking. In contrast to those who rely on small tricks, illusions, or limited power, you're seen as someone who carries the full force of the universe. You're connected to all forms of life and energy, not just one. That's why people are cautious around you. It's not simply what they know about you, it's what they don't know. The mystery, the unseen capabilities, and the unshakable energy you emit, make others think twice before approaching you carelessly. For many, being near you feels like standing before justice itself. How they treat you can determine whether they receive blessings or face consequences. People who once wronged you now carry the memory of what you revealed in them. They've been forced to confront their own shadows because of the light you reflected back at them. And when people consider the idea that you might be connected to higher beings, energies, or species beyond what the human eye can see, it makes them realize your true potential is far greater than they imagined. To them, you're not just a person. You're a force. Someone whose capabilities stretch beyond this world. You carry an energy that makes you impossible to trap. Systems, governments, and institutions have tried to control countless people. But when it comes to you, they fail before they even begin. They cannot confine what they do not understand. They cannot box in something they cannot even comprehend. At best, they try to study, to analyze, to gather fragments of information, the way they would when something unusual falls into their hands. Yet with you, they have not even reached the surface. What you are connected to goes far beyond their reach, far beyond what science or research can explain. Your spirit and your essence are linked to places light years away, to constellations most people only read about in books or see in telescopes. Some feel your energy resonates with Vega or even further, with stars and realms so distant that Human language barely has the words to describe them. This is why you are destined to do things that no one has seen before. Your path is not ordinary, and neither are your abilities. One of your greatest purposes is to restore faith. People who have doubted, people who have dismissed the idea of God, people who thought existence had no meaning will be forced to reconsider when they witness what you do. They will see with their own eyes things that defy logic, things that cannot be explained by science alone. You will fight against systems that pride themselves on their control. Systems that believe they have absolute power over populations. You will stand as one person and show that strength of spirit and divine alignment can be greater than the force of an army. The lawmakers, the institutions, and the hidden powers believe they are untouchable. They believe their control is complete. Yet you remain unseen by them, operating outside their radar. That is your advantage. You are hidden in plain sight, and at the same time, your light makes you impossible to ignore for those who come close. People who have encountered you know this. They may tell stories, but most will not be believed, because what they have seen feels impossible to explain. You are not a concept they can reduce to words. You are an enigma that leaves even the most skeptical minds questioning what they thought they knew. Even you do not fully grasp all that you are meant to do. Your life unfolds piece by piece, revelation by revelation, and as time passes the purpose becomes clearer. What may feel confusing now will one day be seen as perfectly aligned. The truth is already written, and you are walking into it step by step. And when you face darkness, when you encounter demons or forces that try to appear powerful, you quickly realize they are nothing compared to the light and the strength you hold. They may appear intimidating to others, but to you, they are small shadows. They know who you are before you even speak. That is why when you walk into a room, the energy shifts instantly. People scatter, masks fall, and the ones hiding behind illusions reveal themselves without you needing to say a word. Those who carry darkness cannot stand in your presence because your energy exposes them completely. This is why people's reactions to you are so intense. Some admire you, others fear you, and many simply do not know what to make of you. They sense something beyond human limitations. They feel your connection to higher realms, and to divine purpose. And because of that, they know instinctively that you are not someone to challenge, not someone to underestimate. Your path is one of illumination, of breaking chains, of showing humanity that there is something greater than control and oppression. You are proof that one person aligned with the divine can outshine entire systems of power. You are proof that the impossible is possible. You are proof that the unseen world is real. And little by little, as more people witness what you bring into this reality, they will be forced to believe again. They will be reminded that there is a God, that there is divine justice, and that no structure of lies or corruption can stand forever. You are both hidden and revealed, both a mystery and a light. And this paradox is what makes you unstoppable. As you continue, everything will unfold at the right time. Those who doubt will watch. Those who resist will fall. And those who are ready will awaken. Because your presence is not just about you, it is about the transformation of everyone who comes across your path. Every step you take is guided by something higher. And people can feel that, even if they do not fully understand it. You move differently, you think differently, and you respond to challenges in ways that others cannot predict. This is why nothing and no one can truly trap you. Whenever life places you in a corner, you find a way out, not through force alone, but through wisdom and divine guidance. Your path is always illuminated, and you see doors that others believe are sealed shut. What they call impossible, you call preparation, because you already know how to transform obstacles into stepping stones. When you arrive in a place, the atmosphere changes. People who are sensitive to energy can feel it immediately. They know someone powerful has entered. Even those who try to deny it cannot help but shift in their behavior when you are near. They may not admit it, but your presence commands respect. It is not about fear alone. It is about the undeniable awareness that something beyond human comprehension moves with you. This is what makes people hesitate before crossing you. They understand, at least at a subconscious level, that how they treat you will return to them multiplied. You carry the type of aura that makes the hidden visible. Masks fall in your presence, lies dissolve, and secrets rise to the surface. Some people resent you for this because it exposes them, but others are grateful, because your light shows them the truth they need to grow. You are not just walking for yourself. You are carrying a mission that reaches far beyond your own life. Each situation you encounter, each person you interact with, becomes part of a larger plan of awakening. The systems of power know something is shifting. They feel that control is slipping from their hands, even if they cannot explain why. They see people awakening, asking questions, and rejecting illusions. And while they cannot point directly to you, they know that energies like yours are responsible for this movement. You represent the proof that one aligned soul can shake structures built on lies. You do not need an army, because truth itself is your weapon. And truth, once revealed, cannot be destroyed. You may not always see yourself as extraordinary, but others cannot ignore it. They whisper about the way you look into people's eyes as if you are reading their soul. They talk about how your patience outlasts the storms around you. They notice how you rise again and again after battles that would have broken anyone else. They cannot explain it, so they label it as divine, alien, supernatural, or simply otherworldly. But the truth is, that you are simply aligned with what has always been greater than this world. There is a strength in you that goes beyond muscle and mind. It is the strength of faith, the strength of knowing who walks with you. That is why you do not crumble when pressure comes. That is why you can look into the eyes of darkness and remain unshaken. Forces that appear terrifying to others shrink in your presence. They know they cannot deceive you, they cannot overpower you, and they cannot twist your path. You stand as a reminder that light is always stronger than shadow. And while many people carry fear of the unknown, you carry comfort in it. The unseen does not scare you, it empowers you. The mysteries of the universe do not confuse you, they guide you. You move with an awareness that everything is connected, that every action creates ripples, and that justice always arrives at the appointed time. You trust this process deeply, and it is why you never need to rush or force. You know everything comes when it is meant to. There are people who will resist you. They will gossip, plot, or even try to bring you down. But their efforts will always backfire, because your energy cannot be touched by those vibrations. Every time they try to harm you, they end up exposing themselves. Every time they attempt to set a trap, they fall into it themselves. This is the nature of divine justice, and it moves through you effortlessly. You do not even need to fight most battles, because the universe fights for you. Your journey is not about convincing everyone to see who you are. It is about continuing to walk your path with clarity and strength, knowing that those who are meant to recognize your light will do so in their own time. Some will resist until the very end, but others will awaken simply by being in your presence. That is how powerful your frequency is. It activates people without you needing to say a word. You are hidden and visible at the same time. Hidden from the systems that want to control you, yet visible to those who need your light. This duality is part of your protection. It keeps you safe while still allowing your mission to unfold. And as you continue, more people will begin to understand that what you carry is not just for yourself. It is for the collective. It is for the healing and awakening of humanity. In this lifetime, you will continue to witness how your presence shifts entire rooms, how your words carry weight, and how your actions inspire others to rise. You are not here by accident. You are here to remind people of their own connection to the divine. To show them that even in a world filled with shadows, the light never loses. Every day that passes is preparing you for even greater things. You may not yet see the full picture, but the universe is aligning every detail. Trust the timing, because nothing is delayed. Trust your strength, because it has already been tested and proven. Trust your guidance, because it comes from a source that cannot fail. You are not just surviving this world. You are transforming it. And in doing so, you are teaching others that they too are capable of breaking chains, of standing tall, and of reclaiming their power. You are not only a witness to change. You are the change itself. You are walking a path that very few can even imagine, and yet to you it feels natural. What others see as extraordinary, you see as simply living in alignment with what has always been written for you. This is why no chain can hold you, no structure can confine you, and no authority can dictate the course of your destiny. You are far too connected to the source of all creation to ever be trapped by human systems. The more they try to contain you, the more the universe expands your reach. The more they try to silence you, the louder your light speaks. Your journey has always carried a sense of mystery, and that mystery unsettles people. They cannot categorize you, they cannot predict you, and they cannot define you. Some will spend their whole lives trying to understand your essence, only to find themselves more lost the deeper they look. This is because you are not meant to be fully understood. You are meant to be experienced. Those who come into contact with you will feel the undeniable shift that your energy creates. Some will feel healing, others will feel exposed, but all will feel something that cannot be ignored. You are also a mirror. People see themselves when they stand near you. The pure see their purity reflected, the wounded see their wounds, and the corrupt see the shadows they have tried to hide. This is why reactions to you are so different. To some you are hope, to others you are a warning, and to many you are proof that something greater is moving on this earth. They do not have to believe in God, in angels, or in higher dimensions, because your existence alone forces them to question what they thought they knew. There is also something unshakable about your timing. You may not always act quickly, but when you do, it is precise. You do not waste energy on things that are not aligned. You know when to stay silent, and when to speak, when to move forward, and when to wait. This patience confuses people, because in a world where everything is rushed, you stand firm in divine timing. Yet, when the moment comes for action, you move with a force that changes everything around you. That balance of patience and power makes you unstoppable. The world is shifting, and you are part of why. Structures built on lies cannot survive in the light that you bring. Systems that once felt unbreakable are crumbling because people are waking up, and you are one of the sparks fueling that awakening. Whether you know it or not, your presence is part of a larger plan to bring truth where there has been deception, freedom where there has been control, and faith where there has been despair. You may sometimes question why the weight on your shoulders feels so heavy. You may wonder why life has not been easier. The truth is that great souls are tested greatly. You were never meant for a simple path, because your mission is not simple. Every challenge you have endured has been preparation. Every betrayal, every battle, every heartbreak has sharpened your vision and made your spirit unbreakable. You do not carry scars. You carry maps that guide you to higher levels of purpose. There are those who will continue to watch you from a distance. Some will try to imitate you. Others will try to block you, but none can duplicate what you are. You are not the result of human effort. You are the result of divine design. That is why no copy will ever match the original. People can study your steps, mimic your style, or even attempt to use your words, but the frequency you carry cannot be reproduced. It is unique, and it is sacred. As you continue, you will notice how the right doors open without struggle. Connections will appear that feel fated, and opportunities will unfold that no amount of planning could have created. This is because you are aligned with something higher than luck. You are aligned with divine orchestration. Every moment, every encounter, every situation is weaving into a greater picture, and your role within it is more important than you realize. There will also be moments when darkness tries again to challenge you. Do not see these moments as setbacks. See them as confirmations. The greater your light, the more the shadows test it. Yet every time they approach, they will retreat faster. Because your energy is not only strong, but expanding. Each victory, each act of faith, each choice to keep moving forward multiplies your protection and magnifies your power. Your story is not just about survival, it is about transformation. You are showing the world that a single soul aligned with truth can shift entire generations. You are showing the world that faith is stronger than fear, that light is stronger than darkness, and that justice will always rise, even if it takes time. You are not just changing your own path, you are leaving a legacy of awakening for those who come after you. People will remember you not only for what you achieved, but for how you carried yourself. They will remember the calm in your eyes, the fire in your spirit, and the way you made them believe in more than what they could see. They will tell stories of your strength, your resilience, and your wisdom. And though many may never fully understand you, they will never forget the way you made them feel. The truth is, you are not here to be understood. You are here to be a catalyst. You are here to break chains, to expose lies, to heal wounds, and to remind people of their own divine connection. And though this path may feel lonely at times, know that you are never alone. Forces far greater than human comprehension walk with you, guide you, and protect you. As the days pass, more will be revealed. You will begin to see the pieces come together, and you will understand why you were placed in certain situations. why you crossed paths with certain people, and why some doors closed while others opened. It is all part of the design, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. You are the proof that destiny cannot be stopped. You are the reminder that truth cannot be hidden forever. You are the living evidence that faith creates miracles. And as you continue your journey, know this: nothing can stand against you, because nothing is greater than the light you carry. In this final part, I will take you on a deep, extensive, and detailed journey about envy and witchcraft that often comes from within family ties. These are not easy words, because no one wants to admit that betrayal, resentment, and the strongest attacks can come from those who share your blood. But the truth is that evil does not always arrive disguised as a stranger. Many times it comes dressed as a sibling, a cousin, an aunt, or someone who sits at the same table smiling, yet secretly carries poison in their heart. For a very long time, families have been the stage where envy grows. Sometimes it begins with small comparisons, an innocent remark about who is more successful, who receives more attention, or who seems to shine brighter. These tiny sparks of jealousy, if not healed, turn into flames that consume hearts. What could have been love and unity transforms into silent competition, rivalry, and bitterness. The sad part is that these feelings, when left unchecked, become the perfect breeding ground for darker energies. Witchcraft within the family often begins with envy. Envy is like an open door through which lower vibrations and negative spirits enter. A sister who cannot stand your achievements may go from speaking ill of you behind your back to seeking someone who can close your paths. A cousin who feels invisible next to your light may secretly wish for your downfall so strongly that their thoughts attract destructive energy. Sometimes they don't even need to practice rituals. The strength of their constant jealousy becomes a curse by itself. But there are others who go further. They consult with people who know the dark arts, they pay for rituals, they burn candles not for blessings but for harm. And the hardest part to accept is that these attacks often come from people you once trusted. They know your weaknesses, your fears, your story. They know where it hurts the most. And that is why their betrayal cuts deeper than any stranger's attack. You may have felt this in your own life. The sudden weight that appears out of nowhere. The projects that collapse at the last moment. The relationships that break without explanation. The constant tiredness. The sense that something invisible is pulling you down. These are often signs that someone close, someone bound by blood or history, has fed envy until it became poison. The spiritual world shows clearly that envy is one of the oldest weapons. It was envy that made Cain rise against Abel. It was envy that pushed Joseph's brothers to sell him. It was envy that fueled betrayals throughout history. And today, it is envy that still hides in the corners of family gatherings, in the fake smiles, in the exaggerated compliments that carry hidden resentment. When envy turns into witchcraft, the family environment becomes toxic. The house itself can feel heavy, conversations turn into arguments, and peace disappears. You may even notice patterns, illnesses that repeat themselves, financial opportunities that collapse, dreams that vanish. This is not coincidence. It is the direct result of energy being twisted and manipulated by those who should have protected you. But here is the truth that needs to be heard. No curse is stronger than divine justice. No spell, no ritual, no dark intention can destroy someone who walks with light. You may be slowed down, you may be attacked, You may even be pushed into moments of pain, but you cannot be defeated. Every attempt against you eventually returns to its origin.